Public institutions are meant to serve the people. When they become the targets of destruction, it signals deep discontent. In Benue State, anger boiled over as irate youths in Naka touched the palace of Ter Nagi Chief Daniel Abomtse and parts of the Gwer West Local Government Secretariat. Their outrage followed the killing of 3 operators of the Benue Civil Protection Guards by suspected herders in Garuwa community. The mob also set fire to several other properties, including a hotel belonging to Senator Titus Zam, who represents Benue Northwest District. Meanwhile, in Ondo State, another wave of unrest unfolded as residents took to the streets to protest the abduction of 9 surveyors by suspected armed herdsmen. The kidnappers have reportedly demanded 100 million naira ransom, further escalating tensions in the state. Okay, BK, let's start from Benue State. I mean, what is really going on in Benue State? I mean, why is there a breakdown of law and order?
No, the rate at which criminal headsmen are killing people in Benue is disturbing. It has not stopped. The former governor tried his best. He came up with the anti-open grazing law. Yes. But in spite of that, they will come into Benue and be killing people. The boundary between Benue and Ebonyi, for example, they attack communities, kill people, and just move away. In local governments like Logo and Gwer West, that are described as being among the most fertile local governments in Nigeria, these guys continue to go there to kill people. Today, out of the 23 local government areas in Benue State, only 10 are not badly affected by the activities of criminal herdsmen. Only 10. But the remaining 13, like Agatu, Upper, Gwer West, Guma, Makodi, Gwer East, Taka, Boko, Buruku, Logo, Ukum, Kasinala, and Kwande, they are regularly attacked by bandits. More than 1/3 of Benue people are in IDP camps. So those IDP camps are run by government, some are run by...
More than 1/3
yes,
of Benue people?
Yes.
That's
You
strange.
see, and many communities have been completely taken over. You go to Kwande local government that is close to the border with Cameroon. Some communities have been taken over and renamed by these marauders. So how can people be this wicked on Nigerians within the boundaries of our country, and we are unable to do anything about it? Politicians are going about like nothing has happened. They've not been able to find a solution to the senseless killings in Benue. There's improvement in Plateau. We can report improvement.
Yeah.
Because the immediate past GOC did tremendous work. The rate at which they were killing people in places like Bokos, Barking Lad, you know, and Mangu, it has reduced drastically. And people are happy. People are able to access their farms in those places because security has improved. The governor of Kaduna has found a way, especially in the Benue area. The president even talked about it.
Yeah, he did.
You know? So, governors must sit down, especially governors in places where these guys are running rampant. They must sit down and look for homegrown solution. You can't be spending your time in Abuja while your people are being killed like flies. It makes no sense. This wildlife is too much. How can you kill even the people who are meant to guide the people, guide our people?
And
they wasted them.
Killed.
And that was why people got angry and began to protest, and they were burning public buildings and even private buildings. It is the result of anger. No one is saying that it's justified. But the people will tell you how much longer can they go through this. In the Zone A area of Benue State, people are being killed anyhow. They have indigenous bandits, and they also have criminal henchmen coming to operate without hindrance.
Just coming and going.
Yes. How many times do we even hear that those guys have been put on trial and some of them jailed? They continue to kill people. That was how they killed clerics the other day. And some misguided people were claiming that the people who killed those clerics were Benue people. This is how we play politics. I caused a documentary to be done in that community where those 2 clerics were killed. And we discovered that they were killed by criminal headsmen, not Benue people. People are playing politics with the lives of people. They claim that, oh, it was Benue people that carried out the killings. Of course, because they didn't like Tom. Now Tom is gone. Has the killing stopped? Now, have they stopped killing people? The answer is no. The answer is no. So I think that we need to improve in terms of the way we respond to these needless attacks on our innocent people.
Now, Asuko, there are allegations that the government of the state is not doing enough to protect, the people. But what are your thoughts on this?
No, I think it's quite disheartening, because everybody knows the importance of Benue. The last administration, then we are always hearing about deaths and all this killing. So we are thinking now that we have a popular governor, who got maybe like almost 100% votes, the close to maybe let's say like huge support, so from the people, these killings will reduce. Okay, we are thinking about that. But I think the thing has not, we are still hearing about these constant killings by these marauders. They will come, they will kill, they leave. And this one that happened really made people really angry, because I heard, from what I gathered, some people are already returning home because the farming season wants to start. And these guys, what they will go, they clear their farms, and then they will start looking for, okay, what do we start to plant and all that. So these guys attack them, kill people, and also the people who are supposed to guide the community. So that was what really angered people. The government of the day is supposed to now start sitting down to find real solutions. If they need to, because I know that politics have, for Benue, for the past how many weeks now, even 1 month, we've been hearing even crisis within the APC.
But they say that governors are just mere chief security officers.
Wait.
And the buck stops at the president's table. Do you think the federal government should?
There's somewhere I'm going to. Do you know? The thing is, in Benue,
yes,
the crisis in Benue is becoming more political. And that is where they need to stop this so-called political crisis and then sit down and find homegrown solution within themselves. Meaning that if I don't like this person, is from this political party, I should be able to call him to a round table. Let's find solution to what is really killing us.
Just like they've done in other states, like Kaduna and all.
Exactly, in Plateau.
In Plateau
now,
as
this
well.
issue about peace in Plateau didn't just materialize like that. It is because they decided on their own that, okay, it is time for us to sit down, for us to address this matter.
Okay.
So the governor has to come. He has to bring even his enemies to this round table.
And let us judge.
Sit down to find solution to deal with these people. It is not the Benue people that will come and kill themselves. It is because politics has already infiltrated into their camp.
All right, Asuko, just hold that thought, okay? We have David calling from Abuja. David, thank you so much for joining us on Journalist Hangout.
Thank you very much. Good evening, gentlemen in the studio.
Yeah, good evening to you. Let's talk.
Thank you very much. I want to join these conversations. My name is David, calling from Abuja.
Okay.
Baba Jide has already set a point that triggered my interest to call. I don't know why these people we voted into office decide to change automatically from what we expected them to do. I think the first important thing of a governor is to protect the interest and the life of his people and his property.
Okay.
But I wonder why immediately they step into the office, they change their narratives to put things in their own personal interest, forgetting about the interests of the people they govern. Like the issue of Benue State, it is quite very easy for this killing to stop, because as long as the governor happens to be the chief security of the state, it's very easy.
All right, then. Thank you so much, David.
So, yeah, and so the thing is, I think the president also has to look at it.
Exactly.
Any governor that is having crisis in his state, he shouldn't come to Abuja to come and say, if he doesn't find solution, he must, at least there should be something.
He shouldn't come to Abuja.
There should be something. Yes, they have freedom of movement, or there should be something to show that, okay, that you are even making effort for you to get the government or the federal government support.
Okay.
Because most of them, they have their bedrooms in Abuja. Then when it's time to share money, they go to their states. No, we shouldn't be like that.
Okay.
Because the people really need the governor to be amongst them, to even give them hope that even they are even doing something. Because, for instance, if something is happening in your state, the governor should be the first person to go and even check what is happening. How many people have died? People are, yesterday, I'm not sure that even the governor of Benue has gone to this place to even go and see what has happened, the number of people that have been killed, the places that have been burnt down, because these are private facilities and public infrastructure that have been burnt. So we need these governors. Our governors need to start seeing the people as first
and
before
also
anything.
Thinking out of the box as well. But I would have loved to also talk about the issue of our porous borders. Benue is, bordering, I think, Cameroon in the southeast. But let's also look at Ondo State, the kidnapping of these surveyors. BK, what are your thoughts on this?
It's terrible. Macquarie North local government, 4 communities there were attacked at midnight, and people are kidnapped. The people who are protesting, some of them are relations of the 9 surveyors, and they are being asked to bring 100 million before those guys could be free, and they were working in the forest in the area. They just came, they packed them. People have been saying, look, yes, Southwest is the safest geopolitical zone in our country, but bandits are already coming down from northern Nigeria into the Southwest. All these Southwest governors wearing starched agbada all over the place, they need to sit down and work, and they need to think. You can't allow your doors to be so wide open for people to come, people who are facing bombardment in the north, to come and find habitation in southern Nigeria, in the Southwest. You can't. Some criminal-minded people are also coming from the Southeast. Remember those who tried to carry out the kidnapping
in Lagos,
in Lagos, in that market? They came from the Southeast. So there's a need. I hear them talking about, okay, they want to work together and all that. There's a need for that. That was why people were happy when the idea of Amotekun came.
Yes.
Because they felt with the coming of Amotekun, we'll be safer. And I can tell you that if not because we have Amotekun, especially in Ondo State, especially in Ondo State, that is like a gateway to the north.
To the north.
Yes. If not for what Amotekun is doing in Ondo State, only God knows where we'll be today. I anchored an MBA conference where stakeholders were very happy with the quality of work that Amotekun had done in Ondo State. Because they made a presentation and people could see clearly that indeed, we can find home-sourced solution to our security problems. Exactly. Amotekun is filling the gap. And thank God, before the death of Akeredolu, he found a way to create a law permitting them to prosecute.
To prosecute?
Yes, they can prosecute, they can arrest and prosecute. And if we know the number of people they are arresting every day, we are happy, we should be grateful to them. Before those guys come down, they intercept them.
Exactly.
Yeah, and they come through the forest. And
yes.
All right, gentlemen, let's move straight to our next conversation.